And bam! We have video games. Just that easy, we have video games. Is that loud? Is that loud to anybody else? That seems kind of loud. I don't want to exit the game. How do I just go back? You right-click somewhere. Oh, a little loud, but not terribly. Don't make it too soft. Okay, well, I guess I went too far. So I think I've played this game before? Like years and years and years ago. I remember getting it when it was... Like, when I got it, it was just called... Or, it was... The version that I got was just called Zwei 2. And it was entirely in Japanese. So I have no idea what anybody said or what was going on, but I was still having a fun time with it. I think that was it anyway. From what little I see of this, it doesn't look quite the same. Like, I remember the main character using a drill. He knew too much. Those are my lines. Those are his lines. So let's go ahead and hop on in and see what happens. I have a controller plugged in. I don't know if we're gonna need a controller. Oh man, thanks for the bits, Itinerant. And I sure can put those on Toho Luna Nights. Oh, since we're diving right into this, very quick Newtopia news. So after the rule change and as I'm sure you saw because I uploaded it to YouTube, after the rule change and the massive rerouting, got a brand new route out. Crap, my brain just kind of stopped. Hold up, I gotta look at something because my brain stopped. Okay, there we go. So after the massive rerouting and rule change, Deln put out a new video. He beat my old run by like 10 minutes or something, and I was like, "Holy crap, man! Gonna beat me by 10 minutes?" I know I haven't done the route yet, and like because of that, I was super overeager. Maybe not necessarily overeager, but I was super eager to get in a run under the new rules and everything, just to have something, to know where I stand given the new rules and route and everything. And instead of waiting until Thursday like I normally would, I streamed on Tuesday and I got world record back. World record is now 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 43 seconds. It can go... Yeah, Vonnie Von also started a new run for 100%. So he put that one up here shortly. Ooh, 1,000 bits in, thank you. I've got an emote. Thank. Thank. Am I hitting thank? Thank. There, I did it. I hit enter like 5 times. So It's honestly, like, it scares me that I have world record, and I know it's a pretty good run, but it can be improved a little bit, and, like, that there are other people actively running it scares me. Because, like, I'm scared that somebody's going to take that from me. So, I'm, like, still really eager to keep running it because I know I can get my time lower. Which is actually why I'm really upset that I didn't stream yesterday. But there was just so much crap going on that, like, I just didn't have time. But like, now I still really want to do it, but I don't want to have to wait until next Thursday to run it again. So I'm trying to think up ways to, like, if I can't do a proper run until like Tuesday or Thursday, then I'm at least going to try to practice. And, like, I want to be streaming when I actually do runs just for verification purposes, but I can practice off stream. So I've been trying to, like, start playing through the game, and I didn't have time to get all the way done today, but I'm trying to play through the game and put down a save state at the start of each dungeon. So I can just practice whatever dungeon whenever I want to. And I go, man, I have no idea how to do this. Yeah, Saturday or Sunday run would be great. We'll see. Because I can't stream Saturday evenings because Barry streams Saturday evenings. I usually can't stream at all Sunday because we're usually booked all Sunday with one thing or another. And, like, the reason I haven't been streaming Saturday midday is because the first day of the week, like, if I do, then I don't have a weekend. That's, like, kind of the only time I have of the weekend. So we'll see what happens, though. I'll probably be trying to, like, practice tomorrow, and then maybe Tuesday I'll try to get in another actual run. Meanwhile, now that I've gotten that news out of the way, back to video games. We got dragons, we got airplanes, we got CGI. I find it funny that this guy in the plane can outmaneuver literally either of these dragons. Like, it's a dragon. They don't have the same turning radiuses or anything. They can just kind of stop or abruptly change direction or do whatever. This plane has like a giant friggin' turning radius. Yeah, however, gun. I mean, yeah, but also fireball. But what if he does? Yeah, art style reminds you of Gurman. Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, made by the same people. Oh, you know, that makes Makes a degree of sense. Look, so I know the lady was like another lady on a dragon, so was obviously a villain, much like the first cat on a dragon. But like, did the lady on a dragon ever actually attack or do anything to the plain dude?
Well then, let's be off.
So like, given, okay, if she didn't do anything, then that's like, I can understand why he didn't shoot, on top of just glancing and going like, oh, she's pretty, I can't shoot that. Like, dragon shows up and you just turn around and go like, dragon! Sorry, maybe they were there to help. I like the spelling of aeroplane. Not just an airplane. Flying the aeroplane. Man, that guy's got a head on him. Why do you say that? He seems fine. He's just worried about his plane? So in other words, a protagonist. Treasure hunter and courier for hire. I will run errands for you for money, as well as take treasure out of dungeons. Nope, can't be happy, lost a plane. Okay, remember cats and dragons and explosions.
This is your fate.
And pretty ladies and demons.
Embrace it.
Gonna go see a big ol' crater. Okay, let's save so we never have to watch that again. Yeah, like couple scratches here and there, and then just hop right on up, and there he goes. I mean, I woke up at like 4 p.m., so I have no idea what you're even talking about. You don't know me. Can you weld my plane back into one? I like your hair.
I'm good to go.
Oh yeah, look at that noise. Just kind of had that in my back pocket. Okay, so how do you play this game? Oh, the controller auto detects. Let's just reach over and grab that controller. Okay, so we got the joystick works fine. We have an attack. We got that. Other buttons don't do anything. That's jump. These buttons do anything? Something up there that I don't have yet. Something over here I don't know what is yet.
Anchor gear! Anchor gear! Anchor gear!
I guess that's like a weapon select. No camera that I can see. I can go up here. Oh, come on, that's like a grave or something. Let me read it. Okay, you can turn on a pretty good dime. It must have been these rocks that I was going around that made it feel like I was like taking a much wider turn than I thought. Gotta explore all the exploratives. The controls seem to kind of want to round to the nearest cardinal direction. Like you can do, or not cardinal, like cardinals and intercardinals. Which we'll see how that works later on. It doesn't feel fluid, but it can be good. We'll see how it goes once we actually get to playing video games. I think I've already been over here. Yep, that is a broken pot. I sure have. Hey, $15 in from Spectre, says Chalo Naga. Put this towards the Grey Garden. We're over the hump for the year. What has been your favorite games so far? And that you're looking forward to still. Happy hunting in Zwei. Okay, so this is an awkward one because believe it or not, I don't actually play a lot of games that aren't for... Yep, that sure snapped in too. Not in the direction I thought it had. No, never mind. It also did in the direction that I thought it had. Yeah, fix that propeller up. How can you tell that? Yeah, the funny thing is, I haven't played a lot of video games. Like, I don't play a lot of games outside of what I do for LPs. It's for... Mostly I play games for LPs, and then I play Final Fantasy when I get the chance. But, like, I don't sit down and play a game for fun super often. The only game that I can think of that I've been playing for fun recently is... Dragon Quest Builders 2. I started playing around in that for a little bit. And then, like, Newtopia 2 speedruns. Like, 14 takes a lot of time, but, like, not as much as you'd think? Like, right after the expansion was a major time sink. That was, like, weeks of me doing nothing else. But once I was done with the actual story from the expansion, just doing my, like, weekly and daily stuff isn't that bad. Tuesday is reset day, and I can get my weekly crap done in, like, 2 hours. And then it's just a matter of doing, like, a couple dungeons and a couple trials for, like, 2 or 3 days. So that's, like, another 2 hours... 2, maybe 3 times a week. So we're talking over the course of the whole week, that's like 4 to 6 hours? Probably 6 hours that I have to put into 14. And I don't even need my weekly stuff anymore, I'm done with Eden. But I also do... Oh, well, that's new. But then there's also stuff like, I'm still working on the, that puzzle game. Remember that puzzle game that I've been working on forever? You guys sent me money so I could get cool music for it? We're still getting cool music for it. And we're still working on it. But I have to do a lot of, like, art and stuff for that. I also find I just kind of don't have a ton of free time. Like, honest to goodness, I think back to, like, when I was in high school. And, man, I could just play video games all the time and have a good time. And, like, now Between YouTube and streaming and my actual job, I put in probably like 80 hours a week of like work. I know it's a witch. Get it. It's got a tiny head, that's weird, get it. Got a tiny head and a big hat. Yes, there's a jump. Attack button. Combo and jump. I've discovered all these. No, come back here. You've got a lot of HP. I did it. Oh no, it's you. Hey, I didn't ask for this. It's about a guy with a big ol' like sword, extendo sword whip thing on his arm, and I think you go and explore dungeons and things. There are also airplanes involved. Yeah, get that anime opening. Oh man, we get to fix the plane! And dragons, yes, there are also dragons. And a demon lady. Who apparently we're cool with later because we're like just smiling while she's chilling on the plane. But then she's also on a castle somewhere, so like who knows what's going on with her. Hey, we did this already. And then we blew up. Yep, there it goes. When can airplanes shoot giant balls of energy? I was almost expecting some warp gate crap, like they're just gonna friggin' go into warp drive, which, you know, would also be kind of cool. Final boss is a vampire, got it. Yeah, for there being a lot of emphasis on the planes here, there's actually not a lot of planes in the game. Yeah, I suppose to answer the question, though, as far as like what games that have come out that I have enjoyed, mostly Builders 2. I'm also trying to think about games that like I was excited for that have come out that I've heard about. And it's like mostly Builders 2, to be honest. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I guess kind of going towards the games I'm excited for. I've heard good things about Astral Chain. I'm kind of excited to see, even if I don't play it myself, I'm kind of excited to see, like, I'll go watch playthroughs or whatever of it. And, like, I'm excited to see how crazy that game is. Link's Awakening? Link's Awakening? Yeah, Astral Chain is out, by the way. I still say I'm excited to see how it is because I haven't played it.
You really think you can finish? Could feed family with this. Oh, don't worry about us. To send any of these dishes away with food left on them would be an insult to the chef. This shark fin soup is especially good. My compliments.
Yeah, mostly I feel like I'm looking forward to seeing how Astral Chain is, and probably Link's Awakening. That's mostly it for me.
I'm so glad you like. You're really amazing, mister. You fall out of plane, get hurt so bad. Now you already have pretty girl in your room, and she have big appetite.
I'm gonna go ahead and
My
get.
gal.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess I'm gonna have to pay for this.
And you! Did you really have to order that much? We could have thrown a banquet with all this food.
Excuse me, I haven't eaten so much as a single morsel in the last fortnight. Though unlike you humans, I don't need to eat for sustenance.
Then why?
So it's more that I simply wish to. A treat for the senses, you could say.
The hell are you talking about?
So are you gonna pay for this?
Don't give me that load of crap. You can't just say something like that and expect me to just shrug and let it go.
Ooh, the chunks of dried abalone really turn this soup into a surprise for the palate.
See, I'm excited for the Link's Awakening. Because A, looks amazing. Absolutely looks amazing. Like, oh, that art style, but also, because Link's Awakening is one of the weird Zelda games that I want to like. Like, there's a ton about the game that objectively I think is great and would really like. But there's just something about actually playing it that I just find kind of unpleasant. And I think it mostly comes down to how cramped the screen is on the Game Boy. Like, all the sprites are huge, and it's a tiny little screen, so everything just feels super cramped. It's mostly that, and it's mostly the way you attack, I feel like. And to a degree, the way enemies attack. Like, it's a big, weird, awkward sprite. It only attacks in, like, one direction. Like, combat's just awkward. Like, it works. It's not bad, but it feels awkward. And, again, that's something that the new Link's Awakening, it's running... Like, it's a zoomed-out camera angle, looks amazing, and the combat looks a lot more... standard? Refined? I'm not sure what to say.
You must think I'm loaded or something. Ordering all these high roller dishes. Hey, at least leave a couple bites for me.
Oh yeah, you two so close. Already bigger like married couple. I go now. Give you much alone time.
Is this lady really... is the broken English really required?
Oh, almost forget to introduce. You call me May, okay?
Yeah, the fact your sword is so short in Link to the Past always felt wonky to me compared to Awakening. It depends. I don't feel like it's too short in Link to the Past, because everything accommodates that. The enemy sprites, there's generally more room to maneuver, and enemies move slower, so it's easier to hit them and to time the hit. Whereas in Link's Awakening, it's a bigger swing, so you have a larger area to hit, but A, it's a weird area, because, like, you only swing in, like, one 90-degree angle. So you can't even be guaranteed, like, no, there's just an enemy in that one particular corner away from you that you just can't hit no matter what. But also the enemies, in turn, are also larger and move faster to accommodate that. But that just adds to the crampedness that I don't like.
While you stay here, you need anything, I get for you.
Like, they're both balanced to work in their own individual cases. So it's not like an objective this is wrong or worse thing. It's just, personally, I don't like Awakening. I feel like it's way too cramped and not fluid enough. I don't know what the word is. I also don't like that you just, like, swing 8 billion times. Like, Awakening is kind of what introduced when an enemy is actually weak, you run up and you just go, wah. And, like, I don't like that.
As your master, I give you my full permission to dig in. Eat and drink to your heart's content.
Let me guess. You've got a big old spread of desserts on the way. After that, will you finally explain what's going on? And how are you expecting to pay for it? You've already gone and blown all my money!
The pay is what I want to know.
So let me get this straight. You're really a vampire?
You know what? Sure, might as well be at this point.
Correct. My name is Alwyndu Moonbria.
You've already told us that.
Current head of the Moonbria clan of noble truebloods who have ruled this land since time immemorial.
Give me a break. It was funny the first time, but how long are you planning on dragging this joke out? We ain't in some kid's storybook, and there's no such thing as vampires.
See, I'm willing to buy her story. I'll go ahead and 100% jump into it. She's got the wings and everything. But also, like, you can buy into something, but also be prepared for it to not be true. Like, just because you say, like, yeah, I'll buy into it, you don't have to go, like, no, but she's supposed to be a vampire. Like, if somebody comes, like, says, like, she's actually not, then you can go, okay, sure, she's not.
Yeah, okay, so your wings look pretty realistic. And I could maybe buy you not being human, but...
Okay, so she's got wings.
This is your fate.
She's got realistic wings and she's not human. You're already that far. Just let her be.
What was that?
Just let her be let her be a vampire.
Looks like your memory's clearing up. After your metal beast crashed yesterday, you were in bad shape. Well, more than bad. You were dying. I pulled you from the wreckage and formed a blood contact with you.
I didn't ask for this.
That's why you're safe, sound, and very much alive now.
What the hell's a blood contract?
It's rather simple. I partook of your blood and at the same time infused you with some of mine.
That mean, if you're a vampire, does that make me a ghoul or a vampire?
So now,
I think that depends on whether or not I'm a virgin.
With the formation of our contract, you cease to be fully human.
Yeah.
You've been reborn as my blood knight, spared the Reaper's touch to guard and defend me.
Right.
Blood Knights possess incredible regenerative powers, on a level mere mortals could only dream of. Despite being at death's door, your body recovered so quickly that by the time your rescuers came, you were almost fully healed. I believe that should answer all of your questions, no?
You know what? Sure, let's go with this for a while.
This is all some kind of joke, right? You're telling me I've become some sort of monster?
Sure thing, whatever, let's go.
Not exactly. You're no longer completely human, But it's not like you're a demon now. You're something in between. A blood contract is exactly what the name says. A contract.
Man, I need a protagonist that's just, like, super chill.
And as an involved party, you're free to nullify it at any time. After you've paid me back for saving you, of course.
What?
Like, I need a protagonist that's just like, this might as well happen to me. Okay, what am I doing?
It's the truth. I made our blood contract in the name of the dark goddess Espina. I wouldn't fib about something like that.
I'm insane. From
Not
Earth.
like
I'm insane.
Weighted against the value of your life. Cheating death doesn't come cheap.
Well, shit.
Language?
I ain't proud of it, but I'm no stranger to debt. What with all the cash I poured into the Tristan. So, how much is it gonna be? 1,000,000 penny? Nah, I'll bet you want even more than that.
She probably doesn't want money, to be honest.
Huh? Why would I have any interest in your petty cash?
She's a friggin' vampire. The crap does she care about money?
What I want is your help in retaking my castle.
You have a castle.
Of course. Did you not see it just beyond the hill? That is Castle Moonbria. I inherited it from my father.
You mean that mirage floating out in the air? You're telling me that's your place? Wait, back it up a little. What's all this about retaking it?
It always strikes me as a little bit odd when you get a game that's kind of goofy and kind of cartoony looking, and then they like swear a bunch. It always catches, like, it feels weird.
Just what it sounds like. A fortnight ago, a villain unknown came and besieged my castle. I was deprived of most of my magical powers in the ordeal, but I was able to escape somehow. Just remembering it is enough to mortify me.
So you don't know who did it, huh? Doesn't sound like you got much to go on either. Any ideas who it might be? Anyone you know got a grudge against you?
Honestly, I haven't the faintest. But considering
Yeah, like it's a tonal
the
thing,
host of
like
fiends
Itinerant says.
were able to steal my powers, they'll be a nasty foe to tangle with. And that means I need a vassal I can count on.
So how about this random dead guy that I've forced to
You think
work
there's
with
any
me?
chance those goons who attacked my aeroplane are involved with this?
I'd almost guarantee it. After stripping me of my castle, they moved to secretly block off outside contact with Ilvard to keep anyone from interfering. I can only assume that's the reason they blasted your metal beast out of the skies yesterday.
Or, you know, they were just passing Dragon Knights and just really didn't like our plane.
Alright, let's say I believe what you're saying.
You know, on the other hand, if that was an accurate translation, swears in translation are weird.
Sounds like me and the Tristan have a score to settle with those guys, whoever they are.
Because, like, there aren't really, like, words designated as swears in Japan. There are just, like, more rude versions of words that you can translate as a swear, but you can also not. Like, translation is weird. It's not one for one.
So I guess it makes sense to work with you to make sure they get what's coming to them.
Glad to see you're finally falling in line. So, to reiterate...
Hold it! I'm willing to help, but when I do something, I at least want to say how I do it.
Look at her eyes. Look at her face. Just, oh, what the
I
crap.
don't really get all this blood contract mumbo-jumbo, but I'm not gonna let you treat me like some serving boy.
Oh, feisty, aren't we?
I'm a treasure hunter and an aeroplane pilot, and pretty good at both, if I say so myself.
And yet I got shot down.
And both of those jobs put a premium on freedom. Going where you want, doing what you want.
I do like the enunciation of aeroplane.
So I'm sorry to say that kowtowing to your every whim just ain't gonna cut it for me.
In other words, what you're trying to say is you don't want to work with me?
No, you're completely missing the point.
No, it's not that. I'm grateful you saved my life, and I do want to return the favor. But I want to do it as equal partners. That's my condition.
I don't think you understand the position you're in here.
All right, then take my blood out and I'll go back.
The blood contract is absolute. Going against the will of the Master like you are should cause you a significant degree of pain.
Well, too bad.
So that's how it works, huh? I guess that explains why my head was throbbing just now.
Looks like I'm just gonna be in a lot of pain.
I apologize for the discomfort. But if you keep defying my will, all the effort I went through to save your life will have been for nothing. Got it?
Oh, I get what you're saying. And that's all the more reason not to submit to you.
I like this guy. He's alright.
It might seem stupid, but the little pride I've got is what keeps me going. If you can't live with that, then suit yourself. You can have your blood contract back, and the life you spared with it.
You humans can be so difficult sometimes. That said, I'm intrigued. You've managed to pique my interest. Very well. Ragna Valentine? From this point forward, I hereby recognize you as a partner and equal.
Hey!
A personal space?
On my name, Alwyn du Moonbria.
Look, you don't have to make it official, just don't order me around like a servant.
Contract be hereby rewritten.
Ah!
Our contract has been revised. As of right now, we stand on the same footing, completely equal.
You didn't have to, like, redo the contract, just don't order me around.
It still exists, of course. But if you join me, you can be assured that you're helping me of your own will. And so, I ask you once again, help me retake my castle.
I'm game. Don't you worry. You've done a lot for me already, and I intend to pay you back. With interest.
Excellent. I'm expecting great things from you. Still, this was an unexpectedly selfless choice on your part.
I mean, someone saved my life. You should probably try to repay them. We can't exactly go anywhere or do anything anyway. And the guys who wrecked our plane are probably involved. Like, honest to goodness, if you weren't even here, I feel like we'd try to do it anyway.
After all, I never imagined anyone would cast aside such a glorious position just to be on equal terms with me.
Glorious position? What glorious position?
Being my servant, of course.
Oh.
To be the vassal of a true blood would have made you the envy of demons the world over. Willingly denying yourself such good fortune, you're either a bastion of humility or an idiot.
Why the hell would I want to be popular with demons? Do you really think I'd get a kick out of being your magical errand boy?
You wouldn't?
Her face!
Seeing as I've never left my castle before, most of what I know is what I've read in books.
Oh, well, of course those would be tailored to exactly what you want to hear.
I guess the people of the world must have actually changed in the last couple centuries, huh?
It's all starting to make sense now. She's practically a shut-in. being so sheltered is probably where she gets that high and mighty attitude, too.
Yeah, it's not necessarily even high and mighty. Like, I like these two characters and how they're interacting with each other. Because she's not, like, acting high and mighty in that, like, I actively think I'm just better than you kind of way. But in that kind of... her understanding of the world is that she is on that higher level, or whatever. And when her understanding of the world gets challenged, then she rewrites that and understands how things are, like, actually are. Like, she's just going by her understanding of the world, not because she actually thinks she's better. And I like this Ragna guy, too. Man, I like these guys. They're alright.
Are you saying something?
Nah, just thinking. This whole thing sounds like it's gonna be some rough going, that's all.
What? Are you getting cold feet now?
And I like that we had our little, like, butting heads moment here, but, like, after this, they're pretty cool with each other.
You have nothing to worry about. Once I get my powers back, I'll be as good as invincible. True blood vampires are legendary for their exceptional strength. Some say our power even rivals that of the 6 demon lords.
Do I get to fight 6 demon lords? I want to fight 6 demon lords.
So you can rest easy knowing you're fighting on the winning team.
What the hell have I gotten myself into?
I like this guy. He's alright. Okay, so I do remember this game generally being pretty gameplay focused. But there has been a lot of plot setting all of that up, so we may end up going a little bit longer than usual just because I want to actually get to doing some gameplay. Hey, how did we pay for all that food? Well, that sounds like bad planning. Alright, so go do, like, the 8 random dungeons strewn about the island, and we'll get your powers back. Oh yeah, the sun. Sun's a thing. I mean, not bubbling goo, but like, probably like catch on fire. Oh, hey, look! He's a professional treasure hunter, and what we have to do is go hunt treasures. There you go. So you're telling me I have to go hunt treasures. It's like I've been training for this moment. Yeah, nice and slow, right from the top. Exactly. I steal everything from everyone. Rest stops are the best stops. Okay, still no, dog, Lipton.
Whew, time to take a breather.
We've officially been to that rest stop. Can we go in these houses? Oh man, I want to get to gameplay, but like I can explore all these houses. That pot looks like it has something in it. It does not. Part of being a treasure hunter. Back to standing here and never moving. So many cats! I think it's amazing. Why are their names not above their characters? So this one is me, and this one is Mr. Tittles. Hello, Mr. Tittles. Hello, me. And then this one is Chocolat. Dog. Okay, what else we got? So we got an up and a down and an away. Okay, so this up goes to one house. Church. Yeah, I got a question for you, vampire lady. Okay. I was gonna say, why can you walk into here? But like, no, she actually can't. Good to know. Oh, a guy burning incense or something? Nope, she's smoking. Oh man, I gotta pay money? Fudge that noise. You can't just tell people you're not mortal. Honestly, yeah, I'm cool. Let's just go. See, as far as like cigarettes and things go, this one was... It was a more overt decision to help describe the character and give some laughs. or if not, like, laugh outright. Like, you get the idea. I think this one is... I think that one is at least a little more fitting than just, like... This character has one to have a personality. I don't know, I'm not too picky about it. If it for me, like, if it helps fit if it fits the character, then... I'm kind of fine with it. That one caught me off guard, but, like... It was all done for the sake of the scene and to set up. Hunter's Guild. Don't know where I'm going. Oh, this is gonna be all the treasures I find. Yep, we're just gonna find a whole bunch of crap over the course of the game, and it's all gonna be put on display. Why would they make such an elaborate, very well constructed area with nothing to show? Like, this place was made with intention. With, like, we will display exactly this many of this here, this many of this here. Like, it's like they had an entire show ready to go when they built the place. And then there's just nothing here. I like how she does a little flip. Can I go back here? I like how the vampire lady does a little flip whenever I walk into the room. Why is there a guild if you can't rely on it? It's like being in a union that doesn't do anything for you. Like, unions are good because they do things for you. It's a club for people who run around and do as they please. Yes. Hunter rank! Clear dungeons, get medals. So go clear more dungeons. I like these little cards that come up. Okay, so I gotta go find somebody to apologize to. Man, this doctor does everything. See, I like how Ragna owns up to this, too. Later, some guy. I like how Ragna owns up to this, too. Like, he was given a job, and he 110% takes responsibility for that job. Okay, Mark VD is heading out, too. Take care. Alright, now that we're done up there. Funshine!
Anytime now.
The plane's red, it's in 4 pieces, and I didn't come here to find you. Well, then cut it out if it's a known problem. See, I like Vampire Lady too. Like, I like how she handled that, but that she also said, maybe I should have just kept it to myself and I feel bad. Like, they're alright people. Like, they're good people. $10 in from Drazvin. It says, hello, Knock. I hope life is treating you well. I would like to put this towards Baba as you. In RPGs with elemental systems, do you have a preferred element? Probably water or wind? Hard. Okay, so we got a street over here that goes somewhere.
3, 4.
We walk places, also something we've learned.
Need something?
Okay, what do we got? Bombs. Cordyceps. So you just get experience?
Come again.
Okay, so we've been through most of the town at this point. I want to go in here and I want to talk to her. Like, maybe she sells something if we talk to her. Okay, yeah, that happens. People already hearing about Alwyn? Like, she just showed up. That's probably the lady at the food place. Yeah. That sounds like what May would tell everybody. Okay, what do we got? Stuff. Do we like share stats? Like what's going on here? I don't know.
Toodles!
Worry about that another time. We don't have any money anyway. Okay. Oh, here's the air store.
Looks like treasure.
I got a mini map. What's a widget? You know, a UI element. What's a UI element? You're a little dense, aren't you? Oh man, buying widgets. What do you got? I can buy a bomb widget. I actually like these, but that's a lot of money.
come again.
He sure looks like he's got a booming voice. I mean, we got hit by a fireball. We got shot down, okay? Alright, that seems like about all we're gonna do here. I don't imagine there's gonna be a lot going on out here, but we should probably run out and see what's what. That's an airplane. I don't know, there is a guy. I mean, we can't fly. So it's kind of a big deal for us. Hey, can I go bring you my plane? This is a long road. Okay, there it goes. And of course, if your plane doesn't take off by the end, you plummet down to your inevitable death. Anything up here? Can I go in here? Nope, guess that's it. We're done with the airfield. Hopefully this means we're going to be moving on to... I don't know, I want to run around and explore. I want to see what's what. I feel bad, though, that, like, we're spending all of our time just running around and talking to things and exploring. Okay, so we can go up this way. Okay, so that goes up to the hill. We've already been up here, but I'll run up again just to kind of take a glance. Is it just me, or do you move a little faster when you jump? Yep, sure is an airplane. Time to leave before something breaks. That exit's around here somewhere. Big hill. That hill could probably have stood to be like a third shorter. Oh, this is neat. You could just run around town, then go out the other side of town. No, actually you can't. I guess that's in town. It's nice if they let you pass through town. to get to the other locations, though. Yeah, and then this is actually part of inside of town, which is why they... That he friggin' said, like, we're tourists, we're just here to gawk at it. Anything cool in here? There's a couple of grog cups. How in the world do we not look suspicious? Honest question. Alright, that's that, I guess. Okay, I think that's just about it. I think it's time for us to actually go and actually dungeon. So let's see here, what do we got? We got some trees. If where we're going isn't far from town, it's probably here. But then this goes somewhere. Where does this go? Man, this is going places. Look at all these dungeons. And a whole other town. Oh man, they just let you go everywhere. Are they actually gonna let me go in? Because that would be terrifying. There we go. Let's go here first. You know what? I am actually curious what's gonna happen. Like, are we just gonna get murdered? Are we gonna get stopped by something? What's gonna happen? Cutscenes. Well, we can't really go anywhere. So I guess that's that, really. How about this horrible looking forest? Oh, this is gonna be the lady! The lady from the place that we just went to. You can hide them, but you can't hide. What happens if I ram into it? So I can go in? Oh, no. No, I can't. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not going to stop at all of these. Though I kind of want to. But this one looked real horrible and intimidating, so let's take a look in here. I hate those little statues. No. I like this though. It's kind of unique too. None of them are like they're not all just. Well, you go in, but yeah. Like they all just have the same barrier in the way. Like, it's a unique reason you can't get in each one. That you kind of look at and go, okay, no, yeah, that makes sense why I can't get in there. Okay, let's go where we're supposed to go. Well, I mean, they used to be. Look, this is what I do. This is a treasure hunting bit. Tutorial dungeon. was real nice of someone to set up a little rest spot here. Quake. Look, I barely understand what's going on right now. It's still gonna take twice as long as if we went on our own. Fine.
Wanna rest a little?
He's so happy. Hey, wait a minute. That's a person in a penguin suit. Okay, well, we can't go that way. That goes to level 4. Ooh, so this is actually going to be a lengthy dungeon. Well, we kind of know where we're going. So that's level 1. What about this way? Level 99! What the crap? Not even gonna let me think about it. At least let me, like, ask about it. Here be monsters. I don't know how, actually.
It's my turn. Kneel before me.
My turn.
Oh, okay, so you hit their corresponding attack button. No other button seems to do anything. Let's pause.
It's my turn.
Coming through.
So there's just two different attack buttons, and you got to choose the right one. You hit the person's attack button. Eat to live, live to eat. Oh, that explains why the food you could buy in town gave you experience. Okay, so that's how you use items. So this brings up the item menu, so you can then toggle through and then you hit the button while that's selected. It looks like it does outright pause the game to do it. It's an interesting leveling system. This guy's got a lot of health for a bat. He had his neat attack in the air. What does she do in the air? Oh, you just hold down the attack button with her. Just friggin' wreck everything. That did something. So her attack is weaker, which makes sense because it's ranged. Looks like there's also an amount of homing to it. Or at least an amount of auto-aim. Oh, alright, I can just hold the button down. Get down here. And you have a little stamina gauge there, too. So his attacks do not use stamina, but her attacks do. You also have to mash with him. I like how when you kill something, friggin' money just flies everywhere. Just bruh. I'm guessing that red bar is experience. I think that says EXP next to it, though it's kind of hard to read. Can you, like, get knocked on the ground? No, but you can explode. Okay, gate, we can't do anything about. Y'all standing in the mud, and I kind of don't want to stand in the mud. I guess it looks like it's safe to stand in. Yeah, it's just mud. Ugh. Is there a reason to not eat food immediately? Like, maybe later on there will be... I'm willing to bet later on there's gonna be, like, maybe you get an item or whatever and it increases the effect of other items. Okay, so that's back here. Poor guy was already half dead.
Looks like treasure.
I got a memo pad. I don't know what it does. You can write memos on it or something. That's cool, I guess. Anybody got any memos they need written down? Cause I gotcha. No, I didn't want to go down. I think it's that bat respawn. Sure does. I mean, I like the money and all, but what I would like more is food. I don't know about these magic-powered doors. That sounds a little iffy to me. Guess that opened you? Oh, okay, it's timed. Easy enough. Yeah, I bet you're not immune to magic. Will he die first, or will I run out of magic first? He died.
looks like treasure.
Mmm. Oh, I've been picking up food. Let's eat that food.
That's how
Yeah, level up. Oh no, all my money's gone. Okay, so we can go that way. There's an arrow that way. So that's probably progress. When one levels up, does the other? You know, that's a good question.
showtime.
Seems like it's... Seems like we share level. Well, I'm not going that way. You know, I should let her eat something. I mean, we're kind of sharing the food. But so far, I think he's eaten everything. So what is this noise? I don't know what that noise was. Probably important though, so I'm gonna go back and get shredded by this monster. Can't be that bad. Caution! Caution! Wow. It isn't so bad. I don't know if I should be standing near it when it lands. So I'm kind of trying to keep my distance and then run in. Can you, like, keep doing that? Yeah. Yeah, we did it! Get wrecked! Get wrecked! Collecting all the goodies, yeah! So much food, gonna eat it all. Eat it up, yummy, in my tummy. gonna eat so much food.
Finders keepers.
Got a mysterious treasure. I'm pretty sure jumping is actually faster. Alright, so how does this slot machine work? Ooh. Can I do that again? Nope, just once. And I got like 90 of these. Yeah, let's try it.
Delicious.
Let her have some.
Delicious.
And I don't know what this is, but I think I've proven my worth. Best to not eat those, their effectiveness is running. I mean, experience is experience. Ah, no, I'm a demon, dang it. I mean, we've still got just as much demon blood in this as before. Can't, like, take out demon blood. Hey.
Woo! Time to take a breather.
Level 2. Other level 2. So do I get a choice or what? Do I want gear or face? Let's try gear. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened when that guy attacked me. Okay, we got a big old box. Got a lever. I can move a big old box. I didn't open that on purpose. I swear I didn't even hit the button for it. Okay, so this thing's going somewhere. Ah, let me out. I did it. I want to do like the jump hitty thing, but then I never aim it right. That's the stuff. No, come back. Wait, so you can just hit this one and open it? Oh, it's only from the other side. Oh my goodness, and I gotta wait half an hour. Well, while we're waiting half an hour, take a look at the fragment doodle. Oh man. Let's see if I can figure out how to show you guys this thing. I've gotta have a good way to do this. I do! Boop. Go knock in Morgana, connected at the butt. Yeah, look at that though. Thank you, Kurnai. Now back to figuring out how to get back to doing things. There we go. And Morgana looks appropriately displeased. Okay, so you can open that from the other side. That's all there is to get down here. And away we go. I don't know where that bird is. It's somewhere. Oh, I guess it died in the pit? You can do that? It's a bird. Yeah. So that looks like an arena if I've ever seen one. So right now, there's a path this way. So this may go to something, the arena may go to something. Back here. The other guy dropped money too, and I don't know where it is. Okay, so I picked up some bombs. Oh, holy crap. I mean, that got it, though. Okay, let's see what this noise is. Hey, wait, can I... Nope, you gotta ring it by hand. I got like something in my eye. Dang it. I like how she just came in, like I locked her out and she's still just, you know what, I'll come in too. Hold up, I gotta get this money. There's some over here too. Oh no, it's gone already, dang it. Okay, so you want me to save these. I don't pretend to understand this. Are there multiple fights? Can I do it again? Nope, one round. So I got 2 more bombs. Looks like I'm supposed to blow that one up. There's an arrow on it. Yeah, not seeing a lot else of value.
Duck and cover!
What? Okay, that was this. I didn't remember that doorway was even there. I mean, I got 2 more bombs. There's also a big gap here. I don't presume there's a way across that. Doesn't look like it's that far. It's the worst that could happen if I fall. Dang it! Okay.
This'll be a blast.
That's not even close to where I wanted to throw it. I mean, I'm not using these bombs for anything else. Presumably. Let's see here. I'm hearing the workings of machines. Yes, all of you line up. Group yourselves together for my benefit. There's a long timer before, cannon? Holy, it's a cannon. Cool! That's what you get for putting that switch so close to the door. Ah, colon. Dang it. Ah. Okay, the frustrating thing is I think it's just like my eyelashes. But it feels like the tiniest of gnats like flies into my eye. Like I think it's just my eyelashes hitting each other or something now. But like, wow. Did I just play a video game?
All right.
I got an accessory slot. Yeah. I don't know what to do with it.
I'll handle this. Kneel before me. Kneel before me.
Look at his face. Look at his dumb face. He's great.
Kneel before me.
Ow. Heck.
Leave it to me.
Look, I want to kill that guy, but there was also a cannon there. I mean, I kind of want my 100% kill rate. I did it. This is some boppin' music. I swear I mentioned that earlier, but like, it's still some boppin' music. Okay, this way looks like it may be progress, so let's go somewhere else first. Ah, you know what? We'll get back to him. Just what I like, dead ends. With prizes. Okay, so there's a boss in there. Getting shot in the face. Oh, that's the end, okay. So we got a little more fun to have. This is the other side of the boss room, I'm guessing. Yep. Oh no, so many bats. Oh no, no. Why? Why the bats? Why so many bats? Give me the food, give me the food. Give me the food and get out. Got one. Give me the food. Okay, food is also how you get health back. Killed 2 bats. That's okay, this fight will get considerably easier for every bat we kill. Especially if they group up nice. Yeah, that was like 3 bats! Why is it so hard to grab the money? think I left, yeah, I left him in the corner. I like it better when I can see you. Can you stay, like, in front of me? Got it. Yeah, we did. I figured for a slot machine it was gonna be like a... It was gonna be something like you have to give money to get a chance, but like, no, you just kind of get something. It's nice.
Going for the gold! Wanna rest a little? All right!
A-parts. And then we were forcefully ejected from the dungeon. So do I have to go the angry face route? Maybe there is something flying around in here because I just felt it land on my neck. Freak the crap out. I mean, I don't see it anywhere. Can I just play a video game in peace? They have stuff crawling around. All the enemies respawn. I'm not gonna worry about killing them a second time. Yeah, that's a dead end. Oh, I gotta re-blow up rocks. I only have one bomb, too. I'll just go the long way. Jump down those stairs. Just careen right down them. Starting back on its own. Got a feeling we have a ways to go. So we'd better keep our eyes peeled. Wow, that gal can really sling a spell. I guess maybe I was worried for nothing. Still, I've got a feeling we have a ways to go. I don't know what's this one.
Phew! I'm baked. Well, now.
I don't know nothing. Look, let me just eat enough food, and we'll be on the same level. Yeah, alright, let's go. Angry face. Show that angry face what for. Wow. Just friggin' wreck him. Ooh, he's begging. Eh, Mecha Worm. Ah, that guy looks cool, though. Should have known he was gonna do something. Okay, that looks like progress. Man, guy doesn't slow down. Heck was that? Do those little things even attack? I don't think I've ever seen them attack. Oh, it's got a little face! Oh, look at him! Hold up, look at his little face! Look at his little face! I feel like hitting those switches is a bad idea. That was easy. Lights out with 3 switches. Need money. Get that good old cartoony bone sound. Ooh, we have options.
Looks like treasure.
Alright, just don't eat it. Who knows how long that thing's been there? It's probably horrible. More fighting! Heck, a cannon. Alright, I'm just gonna chill over here. I hate you guys and your stupid big ol' ranged thing. I should eat. I intentionally ran around so I wouldn't get hit by that. And then he threw it again anyway. Got a bomb. I kinda wanna blow up that cannon, but at this point it's not really much point.
Looks like treasure.
Gauntlets, eh? Is that a thing I can equip? Two defense, nice and easy. I think that opened up the door down here. I like that Duderson here has some range. Like, they could have easily made this into, like, a ranged v melee character choice. But, like, his attack does have some range. Okay, it's just a big old mushroom. I mean, okay. Deep in the mines, we met a bounty hunter named Odessa. Seemed like she was looking for someone here. Either way, something's waiting for us deeper in. Gotta be careful. Oh, that's nice. Once you start hitting an enemy, you can just friggin' twin stick it and move around and keep shooting and keep auto-targeting to the enemy you're attacking. That's nice. That's like cheating. I don't know what they hope to accomplish, but it didn't work out too well for them. Okay, nothing up there. I think that's everything explored that way, so I guess I am going this way. Oh. Where are you? Consistently gotten 4s.
Whew, time to take a breather.
Okay, gotta be level 3. We just happen to be that, but I'm also close to leveling, so let's go ahead and
That's how you do
pop that one on up. Warning! Caution!
Unhand me! Let go of me this very instant, you flea-bitten cat, or else!
Oh, given the unhand me, I'm expecting a giant hand to be holding.
I can't believe I got caught in this stupid cat's trap!
No, just that jerk cat.
Oh, come on already! Why aren't you letting me go? Who do you think you're calling a dopey cat, you run? I'm the great Mont-Blanc. Oh, you'll regret your root treatment when I'm famous. Fat chance, dopey cat. I can feel my princess nearby. She's looking for me even as we speak.
Oh, so your abilities... Your ability came out and turned into foul-mouthed little fairies. Okay.
So yeah, you butt-faced cat. My rescue is practically at hand. That face! Ooh, you've got quite a motor mouth on you, don't you, pipsqueak? No matter. You'll be the perfect bait to snatch up the princess anyway. Yeah. That'll shut that big blubbering mouth of yours.
Why do they always set a trap and then when you show up, it's just a completely fair 1v1? It's like, you've fallen into my trap and come here. Come fight me evenly, one-on-one. Like, none of these guys are gonna go, you've fallen into my trap. Ceiling falls on you. You're dead. End game.
You think you could snatch me up like some simple rube? Huh, keep on dreaming. It's good to see you safe, Rue. After I had to flee the castle, finding you has been one of my foremost concerns.
I mean, you don't need to reset it if it works.
Hurry up and release me, you mongrel! I belong to my princess's side. Go, go! Oh, I didn't even have to set up my base before the prey just jumped right on in. Just like a moth to the flame. Shut up, you buffoon. You're one of the fiends who led the attack on my castle, aren't you? Now I find you trying to harm my familiar. Hidden. Things aren't looking so good for you. I trust you've prepared yourself. What can you do to me without your precious true blood powers?
Can shove a staff up your butt.
In the sorry state you're in, even I'd be more than a match for you. My princess. Is it true? Unfortunately so. But not to worry. I found someone willing to defend me as I recover my powers. Seriously?
Yeah, and us two have a history.
What's this now? Man, I was expecting something a little more impressive than this mangy fuzzball. So, this cat's your enemy then?
A human? Mangy! You take that back!
This is the idiot that shot down your plane, by the way.
Her magic is nothing special, but it's magic all the same. And betting the master she serves wields some pretty potent power.
Well,
There we go.
What is it? What are you looking at?
You look awfully familiar, you know? I could swear I've seen you somewhere. I can almost remember.
Now that you mention it.
I wanted it to cut from I can almost remember to him friggin' like... to him friggin' like teleporting almost next to this thing and grabbing it by the collar.
I know I've seen that bright red hair before. Whoa, who could forget a color that loud? Ah!
It's you!
You're the human from that red aeroplane! Why are you still alive? How are you still alive? Oh, you two know each other?
Don't know if I put it like that. This damn cat and her dragon are what shot down the Tristan. It's your fault my plane's all busted up. I almost died in that crash, you know. Guess it's not your lucky day, Fuzzball. I don't intend to pass up this chance to pay you back nice and good.
So, what do you intend to do now?
Who are you asking?
I didn't think you'd actually go and fight back. I don't want to beat a hasty retreat, but I can't carry out our nefarious plans if I broke here. Well, let's see you deal with that! Hold your horses, you!
What's she doing?
I sense something. Uh-oh. This isn't good.
Oh no, it's a spider. Big angry spider.
The master of these abandoned mines, Archshilo.
That like a friggin... that like some kind of eldritch god?
You blockhead of a cat! Did you really give my magic to this thing? I sure did! Ooh, let's see how you handle a taste of your own magic! You sure like dishing it out, so I hope you like tasting it at its full power!
Ah, jeez. Look, you don't even give me like 3 seconds? One. Okay, so I guess we just have to blow up the arms. Like, attacking anything else didn't really seem to do much. Okay, so this is one you actually want to be away from. Hey! Hey! Yo, have some delay between your attacks. I'm still learning what to do. Okay, I like the idea of keeping some distance. Hey! 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 There, I did it. I did it. Do you have HP now? Can I kill you? Yep, there we go. We did it. We did it. It has HP. That's terrifying. Thankfully, you don't have a very good turning radius. Yeah, eat it.
Whoa.
Wow!
Yay.
Yes! Is it impossible? I don't see how just the two of you could have. And why is that puny human with you?
Shoot it!
The only puny one I see here is you, Fuzzball. And it looks like your number just came up.
Smack it!
I'm gonna make sure you never forget the royal ass whipping I'm about to give.
Stop talking and do it!
I guess I'll let you go for today. But you better believe I'm gonna tell my master about this. Oh, you'll get your comeuppance, just you watch.
Hey, get back here, you!
Y'all taking too long talking.
Ah, that damn cat! Just when I was about to get her back, too.
Well, I imagine you'll get your chance sooner or later. Just be patient until then.
I know, but it's not like I can just forget about what she did to my poor Tristan.
My princess!
It's such a friggin' shonen anime thing to do, though, is just have them all talking forever and not actually doing anything.
It's good to see you as lively as always, Rue. I have to apologize, too. I can only imagine the torment you must have endured due to my carelessness. You mustn't say that! I just feel so terrible about this whole affair. I couldn't do anything for you when you were in trouble. And because of that, you had your powers taken away. That much is true, and it doesn't sit well with me at all. However, I've recovered my quake magic. That's a promising start. That leaves 3 more for me to find and take back.
So it's 1 down, 3 to go, then.
Oh, hey, that's not so bad.
Feels like we barely scratched the surface.
Ah, we're like 25% of the way there.
By the way, my princess, if I may be so bold as to inquire, what are you doing with this brainless, boorish, barbaric human man?
Who, man?
I can scarcely imagine you lowering yourself to fight alongside such an ill-mannered brute. Why, I am repulsed just looking at him.
Man, for all this talk about being ill-mannered.
Hey, I'm right here, you know.
And that's his response. He's alright. Like, he could have gotten angry and gone off, and then you get the, like, oh no. Like, it's so tiresome. That, like, they're just screaming at each other. Yeah, you're playing it up, I get it. But, like, I love that
So,
response.
princess, who's the tater tot?
This is Rue, my familiar and faithful servant. Rue, this is Ragnar, my ally. He's the one I've chosen to help me take back my castle.
Like, the dialogue in this is actually really good, because it's something I've mentioned in a couple games before, but dialogue can, like, wear on you when it, I guess, wears out its welcome. Like, okay, I get the idea, I see where it's going, let's move along. Like, when it thinks it's clever. But, like, the dialogue here, it gets to the point. It gets done what needs to get done.
Surely you didn't... You didn't give him some of your blood, did you? That's exactly what I did. Ragna now serves as my loyal blood knight.
Hey!
Animal!
What? What are you doing, you angry little midget?
I never wanted my princess's first time to be with a filthy scoundrel of a human like you!
It was the, like... It was the really calm, like, buh? As he's laying on the ground, like, 10 feet away.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I don't know what you're all up in arms about, but could you at least not make me sound like some nasty creeper?
Shut up, you philanderer! A true Queen's first contract is an incredibly important event for her. Once in a lifetime! I can't. I won't! Just try up and die and give her back her purity!
That's not how it works.
Ah, that hurts!
Huh. I don't know why.
Look at him!
But somehow, I just presumed you two would get along great once you met.
I mean, we probably would have gotten along better if she didn't just hate us outright. She seems to not like any humans. That's the big thing. Just the complete unfazed, unimpressed look on his face as she's just kicking him. I mean, you're also a familiar, so I feel like it's just kind of built in that you'll always do what she wants you to do. It's interesting how that interaction worked. Like, you could go with they're constantly screaming at each other, but the thing actually... the thing. Like, Rue actually... It was Rue, right? Actually came over and was, like, whispering, and even admitted straight up that, like, okay, she's not so wise with the ways of the world, okay? Like... I don't know, there was a little bit of, like, yeah, they hate each other, but they're also, like, both doing what they need to do to get along and get work done. Like, I don't know, there's like a sense of respect for them being another living being in a situation. Like, it's nuanced to the writing, but that scene was handled pretty alright. I think the previous scene went on for maybe a little bit long before we cut out here, but like, I think what was interesting, though, was, like, even though that did go on, even though I felt like it went on a little bit long, we did actually get just a small amount of, I guess you could call it lore, in the midst of that. Just with, like, Rue saying that the first time is supposed to be, like, a really important thing. Like, that actually goes... Like, that's actually a little bit of lore. Because we are talking about just, like, turning someone into a Blood Knight. You're biting them. But that's where, like, your first servant, so to say, is supposed to be an important situation. And, like, it's not much, it'll probably be written off, but it's just a small amount of something that kind of fleshes the world out a little more. And we did it. Alright, it's late. It's late, though.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so it's getting late. We completed the first dungeon. We did all the cool stuff. So, I guess we're going up here next. To this little Roalta village. So that's where we'll probably head then. I'm gonna head back to this other town first, though, and save. And that's where I'll call it. And if y'all want to see this again, want to see me continue from here, then go ahead and keep sending in tips and bits and such to keep this on the wheel. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Everybody's around and in different places now, doing different things.
Woo! Time to take a breather.
There we go. Alright though, like, it's been super fun. I've actually enjoyed it. I think this may actually be the same game that I played years and years and years and years ago. I want to say may have actually been this game. I don't know, though. I don't know.
2, 3, 4.
But regardless, thank y'all for showing up. It's been super fun. Really enjoyed playing the game. Having a good time. The game came out in 2017. Well, that wasn't what I played then.
Anytime now.
No, I mean, if this game came out like 9 years earlier than that in Japan, then it probably was this that I played.
Easy does it.
Yeah, I got the Japanese version. Couldn't read any dialogue, anything. I got through just by hitting buttons and figuring out what buttons did. Yeah.
Anytime now.
You get a lot of that, though. Like, there's a lot of games that come out, especially, like, more indie-ish games, that come out only in Japan. And lately, we've been looking into doing what we can to localize them, and it's neat to see something like this actually coming out. Because that's where you'd get stuff like all the big, like all the big fan conventions and stuff, like, that's where people sold so many games. They'd go there and just sell the disc with the game on, and that's the only way to get it. Was like if you were at that convention. And now, like, people are looking back at that going, hey, maybe selling stuff at only this one at this one con may not be the best plan. When we have digital distribution, we can give this out to the whole world. And now we get people looking back on games before. Like games that have been around forever, but still going, hey, you know, maybe we could do something with this. Super neat stuff. Super neat. But, once again, I'm gonna go ahead and say, good night, everybody. Thank y'all for showing up.
Anytime now.
Big thanks to all the tips and bits and such that we got in. Like, that stuff keeps us going, especially like this. This year has been kind of a tighter year. But, like, thank y'all so much. Good night, everybody. Sleep well.